Hey, we're Michelle and Christina, two besties who turned our love for tea into a full-blown obsession. Now we spend our time sipping, snacking, and judging scones like it's our job. We're tasting new flavors, trying new shops, and living our best high tea lives. And hey, we want to take you along for the ride with us. Pinkies up. Let's spill some tea.
Everybody's cup of tea. Some like the bitter, some the sweet.
Welcome to the Besties.
Yes, we are back.
We are back for episode 2, where we'll be talking about our worst afternoon tea experience.
Yep. This is actually, I want to say, our first Spill the Tea episode.
Yes.
We're going to start strong here. We got some tea.
We got some tea for sure. Not all tea spots are created equal, so we are going to spill it about our very first tea experience. Kind of shaming them a little bit, but not too much because there are some great things that we experienced there as well.
Yep.
So our very first tea, Christina's choice, because, and I'm not saying that to blame her
Don't blame
at
this
all.
on me.
No, not to blame her at all. Like, it was such a beautiful moment for us, and it was so, it really, like, catapulted everything else that we have to do with tea because of this one experience.
Yeah.
It was our, I'll let Christina talk a little too, but I'm like really excited about this episode because, first of all, you don't mess with my bestie. So the fact that she really wanted to go here and the experience was just sort of just lackluster, I guess. Like, it just wasn't what we expected it to be at all, especially at some place so prestige like the Grand.
Yeah.
Like it's stunning inside, and it's got such a beautiful reputation. So having afternoon tea there.
Yeah. So this was the Grand in Mackinaw.
Yes.
If you're just tuning in, say in Mackinaw, Michigan, the Grand Hotel. It's like the place to go there. They're known for their tea, their afternoon tea.
Yeah.
They're known for it. So we wanted to experience it.
Yes. We did not stay at the Grand while we were there.
No, we didn't. But we specifically went to spend the day and go to this afternoon tea.
Yes. And let me start by saying they have a beautiful tea room. It's their parlor.
Yeah.
It's stunning. And they have a beautiful balcony. We got to enjoy some sunshine and some cocktails before our afternoon tea experience began.
That was great. Yeah. And beautiful.
Yes.
They have, there's geraniums outside that line against that white building. It's beautiful. They're actually, like, if you don't know about Mackinaw, it's known for their geraniums. The shops sell geranium stuff, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So that was actually a really awesome time before going to tea.
Yes. So we get there. We got there very early because we were super excited, and the boys, our husbands, said that they would, watch the kids so that we can go have some girl time. And we went shopping, and we had a lovely time getting ready for our afternoon tea experience. This was my first afternoon tea experience.
Yes, me too.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
All right.
That was my very first.
Very first for both of us. So we really didn't know what to expect, other than it's going to be a little fancy. It's going to be an excuse for us to dress up and have fun together and sip tea and be girly and not have to hear. We both have boys too. Like, we have husbands, and then we have boys.
Yes.
And sometimes you just need to be a little girly and not have to hear
and
boy
not worry
stuff.
about the boys.
Yes.
Right. And we were, bless our husbands, because it was overall a wonderful day, and we got that time away. But the tea experience, we just got to spill it. It just wasn't the greatest.
Spill it. Well, let me begin, though, because we did forget to say what we're drinking.
Yes.
So, Christina, what are you drinking?
Okay, so I have a loose leaf, since I'm a loose leaf snob. Chamomile tea. I wanted to kind of relax on this episode.
Yes. Yep. And I'm drinking a vanilla Camoro.
Yep.
And it's super good.
Yep.
Like, it tastes like fall in a cup. So, which I love.
We're pushing that fall,
We
baby.
are. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready.
I know, I am too.
Summer's wrapped up.
Yep.
We're good.
We're good. The kids are back in school. Yeah.
Yeah, it's time. So, back to our experience.
Okay.
So we we sat down early and we waited patiently and we watched all of these beautiful little girls come in with their mom and getting ready. I know.
They were dressed up like to the nines, the tea hats, they were the cutest.
Yes.
I definitely wanted to mention them, so I'm so glad you brought that up. But yes, the cutest little girls that that like their mom had spent money on this day for them to come here and experience this for the first time. They were adorable. So they were there at a few tables away from us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What else?
Well, we sat
Yes.
up front. We wanted a front row seat.
We did. Yes.
So we did immediately in front of where they were serving from. So like we can see, we have sights of the kitchen right in front of us. So we sat immediately in front of where they were serving from.
Great.
So we can see all of the tea towers and the teapots and the champagne.
Yep. It was getting us excited.
And we were so
Yep.
excited. And we waited patiently when they began service.
And then we waited some more.
We waited some more. And we waited some more. And some more. So, and we were the first to be seated, mind you.
Yeah.
Because we got there super early.
Right.
And there are no cars on the island, so you walk everywhere, and we did not want to be late, so we made sure that we, gave ourselves plenty of time.
Yep.
And we sat there and we watched the servers walk right by us and I know they saw us. I know they saw that we were there first.
They kept looking at us.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. They kept looking at us.
Yeah.
And almost like we were a bother.
Yes. We were interrupting their
Their tea service
job.
And we were looking pretty snazzy too, by the
Yeah,
way.
I feel like we looked great, and
Yes.
we were smiling at them like, oh, are we not? Like, we didn't know. And there were a lot of people there, so we're like, okay, if they're gonna maybe do this side of the room, we kind of sat in the middle. So we're like, maybe they're gonna work one side, they're gonna get to us. We kept talking about it, like, maybe we're wrong.
Yeah, we were second guessing ourselves for
Right.
sure. And we even asked. Is it like, how are we sitting in the wrong spot?
Right.
Did we not plan this out right? Were we supposed to check in
Yeah.
first? And they just kept dismissing us and saying, like, we will get to you in a minute.
Yeah. But I feel like their idea of a minute is a little different than ours, because I couldn't believe it. And going back to the family that was there, the cute little girls and the mom, they were getting the same. They were one of the last ones to get served as well.
Yes.
Where
So
it was
wasn't
like,
just
and
us.
I at one point we both, I think, took bathroom breaks before we even got served, because we're like, what?
We did.
What's the difference? Like, we're not getting anything. So I went up to go take my bathroom break, and I went past those cute girls, and the mom was she wasn't looking mad, she was looking sad. Like, I planned this for these babies, and like, they're not getting served. Yeah. And that just broke my heart. And I remember telling you when I got back, like, that those cute girls, they're still not being served either. And it was just like it seemed like select few tables.
Looking back though, I'm wondering if those might have been guests at the hotel.
I was wondering that too.
And maybe they knew that.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, of course their guests would be served first. But either way,
It was such a long wait though. It was, but
there were plenty of servers
I think
too.
tea was it about an hour long, and we got ours like 5 minutes before that hour.
5
It was something ridiculous where everybody was up and getting done, and we were just starting, and everything was stale.
It was.
We were like, what is happening?
Yes.
Go ahead. I know you probably want to touch on that.
So I did peek into the kitchen because we were sitting right there. I did peek in there while they were coming in and out, and I did see that the tea sandwich towers were already prefabbed. Like,
Okay.
They had them all together already. So they were sitting there for a full hour.
Yeah.
Before we got served.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as much as I wanted to enjoy what we were eating, and we did, we enjoyed the experience, we enjoyed each other.
Yes.
We had some champagne.
Yeah.
It was a great day overall, but it was just so disappointing.
Oh my gosh.
It was so disappointing.
Like, and this is me, like, it was my idea, and I'm thinking, like, I'm treating the bestie, like, this is my girl, like, we're gonna have so much fun, and it's gonna be so great, and it was just like, are you kidding? Like, I do want to say, I feel like there was one server there that was kind of on our team. There was a lady, and she was kind of in charge.
Yes.
It seemed like,
Yes.
and she was kind of like telling them, but I mean, even by the time she noticed us, they still, after she told them, it was a good 10-15 minutes before they actually brought us anything, after her, insisting they get to us, right?
yes.
So, I mean, I don't think they were all bad. But I do think they did not like us. Like, that's what it felt like. And I'm like, you don't even know us. Like, we are very fun. And, and like, you have no idea. So, but I don't know if now's a good time for you, but so the bestie, you need to know this about her, but like, she's from East Chicago. And she ended up, so she ended up giving them a little taste of Cal City.
In a refined way.
In a
Kind
in a
of.
refined letter to said establishment. And so,
Well, it goes back to, like,
where did I put that?
Oh, it's on the floor right there.
Okay.
It goes back to, you don't mess with my bestie. She was super excited about this, and she was treating me, and like, how terrible to treat your customers, first of all. So
Yeah.
I'll read you a little bit
So
of this.
yeah, so I wanted her to kind of read. We're gonna bring it back to positivity. We promised you all that,
Yes.
but I wanted her to kind of read, her
I
experience
was
to them.
upset.
In her defense, she was really upset.
I was really upset, and I felt like we needed a do-over too,
Yeah.
because this was not the experience that some of those people got. They did not get the same experience that we did, but us and those sweet little girls, like, we did get sort of
The
blown
shaft.
off. Yeah, and it was just, it was so heartbreaking. So I wrote to them and I said, I wanted to write to tell you how very disappointed we are with your afternoon tea experience in the parlor. My best friend and I booked a weekend trip to Mackinaw Island because we wanted to enjoy this experience at the Grand, and we've been waiting all winter to visit. We purchased the non-member ticket, which is more expensive than being a member there,
Right.
and arrived on the property around 1 p.m. We spent the day enjoying the porch, the sights, the art, the coffee shop, and the retail shops.
Those were so great.
It was a great day. Everything was beautiful until the tea. So I'm gonna spill it. We were sure to arrive in the parlor early around 3 p.m. The parlor was almost empty, so we sat directly across from where the staff was serving from and where the harpist was performing.
Oh, I forgot about the
No,
harpist.
she was so good.
Yeah.
The ambiance was amazing.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And their carpet is very like loud and eclectic,
Yeah.
but it's gorgeous.
As you were talking, that was what was in my head, was the carpet.
Let's see. So directly across from where the staff was serving from and where the harpist was performing. We were so excited to have a front row seat. At 3:30, it quickly filled up and the staff proceeded to take everyone's order except ours. We asked twice if we were forgotten, but we were dismissed with a wave and a quick, "she'll be right there." when the staff member finally approached us at 4:45. Mind you, we got there at 1 and we sat down at 3, and 3:30 is when things were supposed to be getting started. At 4:45, she seemed to be annoyed that we were still there waiting to be waited on. We received our tray of dried out sandwiches and tea at 4:55 p.m., at which time we were the only guests left in the parlor. Everyone had been served, finished, and departed. Even the harpist had packed up and left. While we were just getting served, this happened.
Right.
At 5:10, the staff member told us that the cashier was ready for us to cash out as they were done and ready to move on. It just
so
kept getting
bad.
better. How do you go from worse to just plummet, just nosedive? We felt very rushed after waiting so long to even be acknowledged. Even after our poor treatment, we left gratuity.
Yeah.
My friend and I are both in the service industry, and we never would want to make someone feel inadequate. Our bill was $137 and some change, and we gave her $160. When she returned with the change, we assured her that the rest was for her. Again, looking annoyed, she said a curt thanks and asked if we wanted the receipt. When we looked over the receipt, it said we gave $140 instead of the $160 that we actually counted out. According to the receipt, she received a $2 tip instead of a $22 tip. Had the service been better, I would have argued it in order for that staff member to get what was owed to her. Instead, the Grand got a $20 tip for dried out finger sandwiches, packaged sweets, bad service, and cheap tea.
That was my favorite line, by the way.
What a disappointment, start to finish. I hope you use this information to transform this experience for others and ensure this doesn't happen again. Meanwhile, I hope to hear back from a manager as well. I think if this is how you treat your customers, others should know about it in the form of online reviews. Thank you for your time, and I'm looking forward to hearing back from someone.
Whew. That was, that was great because it was truthful. It's like we always want to stay positive, and like we said, it was a great experience as far as the Grand itself. Mm-hmm. It was just the tea. And I will say, and you can read all or some of the next one, but they responded pretty quickly.
They did.
And I thought the response was great and generous and all of that stuff. So it's not the Grand. It was just the specific servers, that specific day.
Mm-hmm. So our friend Jeffrey says, I'm in receipt of your correspondence to the hotel general mailbox this week, and I wanted to thank you for taking the time to share your recent experience at the Grand Hotel with us. I wish you were compelled to write for different reasons, but I am grateful that you have shared valuable feedback about our tea service. I regret that what we hope would become a treasured memory turned out to be anything but what it was meant to be. I hope you will accept our sincerest apologies while we strive to provide an experience commensurate with Grand Hotel. It is clear we came up short of expectations on the occasion. I would also like to assure you we take this feedback very seriously, and our endeavor is to provide exceptional service to all of our patrons. We have shared your comments with the appropriate team members, and we will continue to refine our service awareness and techniques for the future. Furthermore, I would like to make myself personally available to you should you wish to discuss the matter further. While it may not overcome your disappointment, please let me know how you paid for the tea service, and we'll be happy to assist in providing a full refund if you so desire.
Which was so nice.
It was so nice.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
And I think, did you discuss something again with him, and he was gonna, or did he send you, I thought he sent you something.
He was going to send us, because
vouchers or something to do another.
we felt like we needed a do-over.
Yeah.
And it was our first tea experience. We wanted to have that experience. We didn't want the money back. We wanted the experience.
Yeah.
But the more we thought about it, when are we ever going to go back to, I mean, maybe we will one day,
Yeah.
but like we can't expect them
Actually,
to
we
hold-
did schedule to go back, and then we went to
Louisville instead.
So, but
did.
actually, that trip was booked again. We were going to try Mackinaw again, and I would do it in the future in a heartbeat. I mean, like, just Mackinaw Island is so, it's so sweet, and it's so, like, if you just want to get away and unplug and know what it was like not to have a car, because everything's horse and buggy, or bike, I recommend going there. But, and I recommend trying the Grand for the tea. I think that
Yes.
it was probably just like some crazy off day, or maybe an off season, because I know they have different people every season that come back and work. But yeah, that was a miss for us. And that was the first one. But I think that maybe is what dove us into this, is like, we did want do-overs.
Yes.
We wanted like our high tea experiences. And the ones that we've done after that have been amazing. We're going to talk about those in future episodes.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, it really did open up something. So that's the positive. It opened up something in us to, like, we know this is a special thing. Like, you guys might have screwed the pooch a little bit.
Yes.
But we can tell just from like what we've seen here that like this is special.
Yes.
And so we want to do it again.
Yeah.
And that's what we've done.
We've done.
And again and again.
And again and again.
And we have
It's
more on the
been
list. So
a great time.
Yeah.
We have had an absolute wonderful
blast.
Yeah, just so cool. And I think I would try the Grand again also.
Yeah.
I think that it was just a one.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah.
I think they probably just even like watching them in other aspects or other places inside the Grand.
Yeah.
I would assume that he immediately had a talk with the staff. And they either
would really think so. Yeah.
Fixed what was broken or possibly changed out some staff members.
Yeah.
I think just even based on his email, like they did take it seriously.
Yeah, for sure.
So I would try it again.
Yeah, I would definitely try it again. And like we don't want to ever have these experiences, but it was like when we first talked about this podcast, we're like, that should be our first spill the tea.
Yes.
Because people need to know that like it could be a hit or miss, but to go.
Yes.
Go and try and see for yourself. But yeah, like, and even the tea was like tea I'd never heard of before. Like, I was like, okay. And, and
I
just
think
like,
it was like grocery store tea, like, which
Pretty-
is fine.
pretty
I
much.
drink grocery store tea. Like
Yeah.
I drink, I mean, we can't always have expensive loose teas. And,
Yeah.
it wasn't that. I think it was just our expectations were something different than what we received that day.
for sure.
And being such a upscale high-end place, I think I assumed that the tea experience
I thought it would
up to
be
par
the
with
best
Yes.
experience for an afternoon tea that we'd ever had. Like, that I was ever going to have.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
that was our first. But
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be,
Yeah.
this is going to knock our socks off. And it did, but not in
Not in a good
the way
way.
that we thought. So,
And that being said, I will say that the decor, the table was stunning.
yeah.
It was stunning.
Oh, everything
our
looked-
teacups,
yeah.
our teapots, everything was so beautiful.
Yeah. The
And
champagne was decent.
the
I mean-
the champagne.
Oh, crap. We did drink that.
Yes,
we
we
kind of
did.
needed it after
We did.
After
We
all
needed
that.
we needed to come down a notch.
We did.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was decent. And I mean, I think there was like some sweets that were okay, but it was just like, I remember the savories just having like crustiness to them, like because they had sat.
They were dry.
Yeah. So that was like, no.
Yeah.
But even saying like, I'm sure there were sweets, like I don't remember any like that like stuck out to me because it just, everything was just so kind of blah at that point.
Yeah. But we did go out for dinner after. Like we walked around a
yeah.
little bit afterwards, and we ended up meeting the hubs
Yeah.
for dinner.
Yep. We'll have them in an episode.
Yes, I think they should.
Yeah.
I think you would. Yeah. They're Sagamore
Maybe.
George
I might have a lot of
and Chelsea.
editing to do if we bring the boys in, but
Oh my goodness. But we enjoyed the evening. We had
Yeah.
a great time walking around near the Grand because it's stunning views. It was beautiful.
great. It was wonderful. And every service member there, besides that tea,
Yes. Top notch.
top notch, kind, like got things done. We was it like a Starbucks or something in there that we ended up getting like a quick.
There was a coffee shop. I'm not
Quick-
sure if it was a Starbucks, but it was a coffee shop.
Okay,
that we
so there
did.
was like a coffee shop in there, and I remember that girl was amazing that was working there. She was telling us like things about the Grand, and requesting, or we were requesting her like opinion on like what's cool here, and she was telling us, what was even good in the coffee shop to order, and we were ordering things because we went really early. We were like, that was like our brunch at
Yes.
the coffee shop, and then we went and did cocktails, and then we were ending with the tea. The tea was basically going to be like our early dinner.
Yeah.
So what a way to cap off that day.
We will share photos too because
Yeah.
the views are just
It was
amazing.
great. It was so great.
Yeah. And
but yeah.
please go
Yeah,
and tell us
go.
about it. Tell us about your experience.
I would love to know. I want to know. I hope it's changed. So I would love to know that like you had a great experience. That's
Yes.
what I'd love to hear
Yeah.
about. Okay, so I want to because I think we've kind of covered most of this, but like our honest review. So like putting in the tea and then the Grand, we're gonna kind of like maybe review it together, the Grand and the tea. But so tea and food, we know our rating's gonna be probably a 0 on that.
Yeah.
And the service.
We took a couple bites of like everything, but it was like we were still hungry when we left.
Yeah.
So
But the tea, I would say the rating for the ambiance, because the tea is in the Grand and how beautiful it was, is up there
it is
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9.5.
Yeah,
Out of 10
for sure.
For sure.
And then, would you go back? We already said that, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, we would go back. And what would have saved the experience? That's kind of a good question, I feel like.
That's big.
Yeah.
What would it save it for you?
Honestly, the service. I think the food still could have been crap.
Yeah.
And the tea still could have been crap, but I want kindness, and I want, to know that like I'm not bothering you at the very least. And I think that was just the most disappointing thing was, I realize, like you said, we've both worked in the service industry. It is hard.
Yeah.
We know it. But I think a little bit of kindness goes a very long way.
Absolutely.
And that's always kind of been my vibe, and that wasn't there.
Yeah. And I think they had an opportunity to redeem themselves, and they chose not to.
Yeah.
They could have said, I apologize. We just had more guests than we anticipated.
Yeah.
Let us give you tickets for tomorrow, or let us, serve you now. Unfortunately, if the cashier wasn't staying, like you need to pay up front, but we're gonna stay behind and serve you.
Yeah.
Like it could have been that easy. It could
Yeah.
have taken any number of things to redeem themselves.
Yeah.
And they literally just acted like we bothered them. we were a nuisance for sure.
We were. Oh my gosh. But I hope you go, our listeners, and I hope it's not like that. I hope that like you have a freaking fantastic time, because I would, like I said, I would totally just recommend going to the Grand and checking it out.
Yes.
Okay, so this is cute. So we would like to invite our listeners to DM their worst tea experiences.
Oh, yeah.
If you spill it, we'll steep it.
Yes.
I feel like that would be really cute. So yes, we're always like, hey, like check, send us things to check out. But like, if you've had a bad experience, that I want to hear about it. I think that would be like
do.
super, super cool to know that we're like not,
Yeah.
the odd man out.
Yes. Yes.
And there's other people who have maybe had a experience that wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to hear about that.
Yeah, so reach out to us on social media or
You can totally DM. This girl is
I'm
my
not that
savior
good.
and running social media. Like I said, you guys, we've just started it, but like she has taken that off of my shoulders
I'm
and
not that great at it.
she's
I'm
doing
learning.
great. She's a big liar. She's a liar. Don't ever believe Michelle. But she's doing great, and she's running that, and so like and she is running it. Like if you DM, you're gonna talk to Michelle.
It's me.
It's her. So please do that and like let her know anything that you want us to know, and yeah, she'll tell me right away, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all we got to say
all
on
we
that.
got.
Like
That was a lot.
That was a lot. I'm sorry. But there was a lot to it. And honestly, and so I do want to say too, that was how many years ago?
Oh gosh. 21?
Was it?
I think so.
Okay.
I feel like it was 21.
Okay. So quite 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Then. And so that was like kind of where it started, and like that is how fresh it still is in our brains.
It is.
Like
it
it's
is.
so like I wish it wasn't. And whatever, we have nothing but positive to say really from here on out. But yeah, like I remember it like it was freaking yesterday.
Yes.
So the lesson, my friends, is to be kind. And
Oh, I'm lying.
oh, she's lying.
I'm lying. It says 23.
Okay, so
So-
2 years ago. Yeah, a little more, like 2.5 probably.
Doesn't
or-
it seem like it was longer than that?
I don't know, maybe.
So much has happened.
Yeah.
So much has happened. COVID
But still-
and
Well, that's why I was like
Yeah.
doing the COVID thing, but
Yeah.
but I don't remember anything, so I was like, yeah. 4
June.
years ago sounds good.
June of 23.
But regardless, still
Mm-hmm.
2+ years ago, it's still fresh in our brains because it was such a bad
Mm-hmm.
bad tea. But yeah, so anyway, the moral of the story: be kind. If you're a server, like you're probably going through stuff too, but realize your customers are too. And we just want to have a good time. And
We just wanted our moment.
We just wanted our moment. But we love y'all and thank you for listening. Anything else?
Oh, yes. We're going to end with our scone review. So this is a cinnamon scone from Blackbird Cafe in
It already sounds
Valparaiso.
great.
I know. I was going to bake. I was going to attempt to bake. And
I wasn't. I was like, I will bring champagne
I'm not baking.
for our first couple of episodes, but yeah.
I got a little busy. And so I went to Blackbird and got a cinnamon scone so that we can try.
I love it.
Yeah,
All
take
right.
the
Oh,
big one. No, take the big
The
one.
big one?
'cause,
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
All
I'm full.
right.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a good scone.
That's a good scone.
Well, that will be our shout out then. Blackbird,
Blackbird Cafe.
Blackbird Cafe, Valparaiso, Indiana. Best coffee too. I know this is a tea, but actually, best tea choices. Their tea menu at Blackbird is like humongous and great. What do you call it when they mix them together? Blends.
Great blends.
Great blends. So
Hot and cold.
yeah, for sure.
I love their iced tea.
So we are shouting out to Blackbird, and we should go there and do an episode. We'll have some tea there.
Yes, I would love that.
Yeah. So, but thank you guys so much. I know that like we fed you a lot today, but we want to remain positive. Go check out the Grand. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, that's a wrap for today's episode of The Besties. Thanks for sipping with us. Catch you next time with more tales, treats, and of course, tea. Stay sweet, stay cozy, and always save room for scones. Until next time, besties, follow us on Instagram at thebesties23 and TikTok at Besties Spill the Tea.